Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. How are you? How's your day? How was your week? It has almost finished, but still 2 days 2 days left. How's your summer vacation? Summer holiday, right? And do you have any plans for the weekend? What are your plans for the weekend? I'm going to chill. I'm going to the gym, to attend the gym, to have some time for myself, but I haven't decided yet what time. Still, I'm going to. What about you? What are your plans? Let me check the chat. And I'm going. I even don't know. I'm going to meet my friends who I haven't seen for a long time, for ages, I should say. And we were hanging out with them in the dormitory, and we were living in the dormitory, but they were a bit older than we are. With my boyfriend, like we were living with them, and we were hanging out together, and they are maybe 3 years older than we are, and we are going to meet them this Saturday. I'm so excited to do. I'm so excited to do that because I haven't seen them like for millions of years, for ages. It's always a good idea to. Oh, okay, hello, Andri. Hello. My cousin is going to have a birthday on Saturday. Oh, cool. Right, a lot of birthdays and a lot of parties like this summer. I'm really tired because of these parties, because of meetings with somebody who I haven't seen for a long time. Of course, I'm happy about that, but sometimes it's really too much, too much. But summer is the season for, especially for this one. So there is no time for rest, I should say. Just the time for fun, and that's it. What about you? Okay, some more people to join. Good, that's cool. So the thing I wanted to tell you, that your 11th group, I'm looking for right here. I'm looking for your link. Okay. Okay. Okay, right. So the thing I wanted to tell you is that this week is the project week, and you are going to have the gala project. But I don't know about the presents for the gala project, but it seems to me that they will be, but I'm not very sure in that. I'm going to ask the administrators about this. But actually, I don't know about the presents, but I know that this week is Gala Project, and you are going to receive right now. You are going to surely. I'm gonna hang out there with my brother. we might play some board games or even quest room as well. Oh, wow, interesting. I haven't been in the quest room, so I don't know about that. Board games, I love them. Yesterday we were playing with my friends in some group games, I should say, because they are not board games, they are some group games. So I'm sending the link for the Google Drive or the Google folder where you can send your projects about the topics I'm going to talk today, right? So this week is personal growth and personal growth project. So we're going to speak about this project the whole webinar. We are going to discuss it the whole webinar. And at the end of the webinar, you can design your project in a way you like, and send your project to the Google folder. Be careful, because this week is the Gala project and it shows how active you are during summertime sessions. So I will be pleased to see, and I will be pleased to see and to read or to look at your projects, right? It can be in any form you like. It can be in a PowerPoint presentation. It can be any other kind of presentation. It can be a video. It can be a story or a post from your social media. Yeah, like in the form of a post from social media, or it can be any other form you like. So the creativity is for you, is to help you, and everything is at your disposal, right? Should be like video or something else. So Andrei, it doesn't matter. It just it's just the way you see it. For example, I don't know, it can be a post, it can be a video, it can be a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, just the usual one, right? For you, if it's convenient to write something, or to shoot something, or to record something, it's always welcomed. And send it to the folder. Send it to the folder with your name. I will be happy to see, and I will be happy to read, yeah, if it's something to read. So everything is at your disposal, right? So we need to come up with some of the ideas on how to improve your or different types of them. Yeah, I will show you the topics now, and we are going to talk about all of these topics. And you will generate some kinds of ideas during the webinar. That's why it will be super easy to conduct, to design, or to sum up your ideas in your project. So it's just like the conclusion of your thoughts and ideas during this webinar, right? Okay. Let's start maybe. So till the next week, we are going. Okay, let's go. As I said, this week is the week of personal growth. Last week we were talking about growth mindset. This week we are going to talk about personal growth and the tools to help us grow successfully. Right. So today, the agenda of today's webinar, let's pencil in. choosing ideas for your projects, right? I'm going to show you different topics that you would like to highlight in your project. After that, we are going to look at the progressive transformation mirror and goals setting. Also, we are going to talk a little bit about mirroring technique. After that, setting a SMART goal, developing an action plan, and project presentation. So the last one, it's your project presentation in the Google folder. Good. So let's have a look. Let me just check the chat. Right. So there are several topics that you can highlight and you can you can resonate with in your project. A new skill you want to learn, a new experience you want to get, an old weakness that you want to transform into a strength, and a big dream that you want to come true. So now let's a little bit brainstorm your ideas of the answers to these questions. The first that comes to your mind, you can type in the chat box. A new skill, what is the new skill that you want to learn? What is the new skill that you want to learn? Speaking about me, a new skill that you want to learn. I want to learn, I don't know, the skill that I really want to learn and to master is some communicative skills with the people who I know, especially with the people who I know, with my friends, with my acquaintances, with my not with the students, but with somebody who I have friendly relationships, not working relationships, but I want to improve them by being more careful with the words, being more careful with the surrounding, because sometimes I can say something without thinking. I can say something offensive. I can say something not appropriate. Also, I can be a bit harsh with the intonation, with the intentions I'm showing, but actually I didn't want to show that, but it's happened like that. And I want to be more careful. I want to learn this skill of being still a friend, but being a bit being a bit not far, but to abstract a little bit from to abstract a little bit and to be more careful when you need to be when you need to shut your mouth. So I need to shut it, but sometimes I can't do that, and I say something not appropriate. So I would like to learn this skill of being more motion designing. Okay, right? So I need to this skill of being appropriate with my friendly relationships, right? And you experience that you want to get. What about the experience that you want to get? Something that you haven't done before. Speaking about me, the experience that I would like to get, I don't know. I would like to learn. I would not to learn, just the new experience that you want to get. I want to be really free with my thoughts, because sometimes I can't. Sometimes when I'm offered to do something and I reject it because, oh, I have a lot of work, I have a lot of I have a lot of business to do. I need more time, or I have a lot of stuff that I need to complete by some time, and it really sometimes hinders me from just enjoying my life, enjoying the moment. um so I want to be free. It's like uh to go somewhere and not to think about my stuff. So it's like the experience for me is really new, because I always, when resting, when relaxing, when having some vacation, I always think about the work I will do after that. So this will be a new experience for me when I just will relax, recharge my batteries without thinking about the work. So that's a new experience I would like to get. Okay, what about you? What's about you? Mhm. Can you type in the chat box, please? I was just reading about the motion design, Andre, you are talking about, because I don't understand what's that. I was reading about the motion design. Right. Okay. So I was learning a bit. I was learning yesterday or 2 days ago. I was just studying some HTML and CSS basics, because my boyfriend wants me to learn front or back end. I don't know, but the basics. I was learning the basics 2 days ago. Um, yeah, everybody is changing or switching to something new. Okay, what about the old weakness that you want to transform into strengths? Old weakness that you want to transform into a strength. Okay, my weakness is being sometimes really lazy. Mm, it's the yeah, sometimes being lazy, sometimes not so committed as I wanted to be. Sometimes I'm not committed and not committed to the work I'm to the job I want to do. That's why I can't do it myself, like on my own. I want somebody to do it with me. I want somebody to pay money to, for to some teachers to taking some courses, or taking some marathons. That's why I know that I'm paying money or taking some coach in the gym. Um, Sometimes I'm lazy to do it myself, mm, despite being qualified enough to do it myself, or despite being skillful enough to do it myself, I switch to the person who I can pay. And it's like, this is my weakness. I spend for it I spend on it as like a lot of money because I'm lazy to do it myself. And this is sorry, I had some with connection. Now I'm back. Okay, right. So this is my like weakness that I want to transform into a strength. I can do it myself. I have enough skills, qualifications, or knowledge to do it myself, which can become my strengths. But I can't because of my laziness or something. Sometimes it's not lazy. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I switch to some more relaxing activities or entertaining activities rather than doing or studying something myself. That's why. Right. Okay. And what about the big dream that you want to come true? A big dream that you want to come true. Well, interesting. I would like to find my big dream is that I would like to find a job that I have enough pleasure from this job. I receive pleasure, maximum pleasure from this job. And I receive and I make enough money from this job. It's not, sometimes they are not crossed, they are not crossed together, these two items, but sometimes I understand that there is there is a job with enough money, with enough pleasure that I can take. There is a job, and I know what I would like to be. So I'm going to work towards this goal, and it will be my dream that will come true. So I'm working on this dream, and I know this job. I have found it, and I'm working for it. But I need more time, more qualifications, more money, more resources, more opportunities. So kind of, I need some time to do that. So what about you? Well, every now and then I have quite the same problem, but I feel like when you find an awesome coach, it would be just easier to master a skill than on your own. He can provide you with useful advice, which won't allow you to get off the track. Oh, sorry. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, the message has disappeared. Why have you deleted it? I don't see anything. It has disappeared just. Did you delete it? Can you send it one more time? Okay. Okay. Let it be. So, and the first step and the first help for for you in this. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah, you can tolerate with you about. I can tolerate about the coach that Okay, that's fine. Sometimes you need a coach to master a skill or to learn this skill to learn something, because you just simply can't do it on your own. But sometimes I feel that I have this skill, but I feel that I don't want to do it myself. It doesn't motivate me, but it can be my strengths, that I can do not everything, but some of the stuff that really cost me a lot of money. I can do it myself, and it's fine. Yeah. Okay. So the first step to towards the goal is the progressive transformation mirror. That's a specific, it's when you have a specific goal setting and mindset changing. It's a specific goal setting and mindset changing technique. The progressive transformation mirror can be used to develop a growth mindset, to be motivated, believe in your own efforts, and transform your problems, weaknesses, or obstacles into your goals. Imagine you have a problem or obstacle, or you have a weakness. There are different factors that influence these problems or obstacles. And here is this technique, progressive transformation mirror, that help you to transform your obstacles into your goals. And these factors that were influencing your problem, they will become tasks, right? Tasks to achieve your goal. So, for example, you have a problem, extra weight, right? Factor one, I eat everything. I eat at night, and I don't do sports. So there are three factors that influence your extra weight, your problem, your weakness, right? If you transform it through this mirror, the first goal that you will have, you will change your problem into the goal. The goal is losing weight. Task one, let's change your factors. Develop a healthy diet, not to eat everything. To develop eating schedule, not eating at night, right? To have some schedule, to have some regular timetable when you have your meals. And enroll to the gym, right? To do sports, to start doing sports. So you transform your problems into the goals and your factors into the tasks. Let's have a look at some other points. You have factor, I don't understand math. I don't prepare for my tests. And my math teacher doesn't like me. Three factors. Let's guess the problem. Can you guess the problem to these factors? So the goal is to improve my grades in math. So the problem probably will be bad grades or bad academic achievement at in math, right? So the probable weakness or the probable problem is bad grade, bad assessment, bad academic achievement in math. The goal is improving my grades. So tasks will be find a tutor, practice before the tests, revising before tests if you don't prepare for them. So revise, start revising, start cramming for them. Maybe pull an all-nighter doesn't matter. Just start doing it and improve your relationship with your teacher. So the problem is, okay, I often fail my math tests, right? Not bad academic achievement, but I often fail my tests. Okay, let's have a look at another problem. Factor 1, and then we will guess the problem. Factor 1, I don't plan. I don't have enough energy, and I do a lot of favors. Oh, it's a bit difficult. Let's change. The goal will be increasing productivity, right? Task 1, learn to plan and prioritize. Task 2, plan some rest and learn to delegate and to say no. Yeah, saying no is an art. It seems to me. When not lying but saying politely no is an art that I won't master, for example. And the problem, will be a lack of time for everything, right? So this is how the productivity, the transformation mirror works. Okay. No, I don't have my right. When it comes to creative problem solving, which is more effective? Focusing on the problem at hand or on setting goals for what we'd like to accomplish? Jeffrey, it's a professor from Stanford. I don't remember his surname, but let it be Jeffrey. Baumgartner explores this perplexing question, comes to the very clear conclusion. If you stop and think about it, people more often use creativity to find a means of achieving a goal rather than solve a problem. So this author, doesn't see just the problem in writing millions of insufficient books. Just authors have usually the goal of writing another book, to pile up these millions of books. So it's not a problem writing millions of books, but it's a problem. No, they have always a goal to write another book. Okay. Any problem can be reiterated as a goal. Sales are down. Your goal then would be to increase sales. Production line is inefficient. Then you want to improve your efficiency or production line. More importantly, a lot of people believe that there are important advantages to using the word goal as the aim of the creativity process. Firstly, translating a problem. If you are starting from the problem, if you are starting from a problem into a goal encourages you to question the problem. Most people fail when trying to solve problems. They immediately try to come up with the ideas rather than try to understand the problem properly. Sometimes it's a very big problem to translate and to interpret your obstacle, your weakness. Formulating goal statements from problems makes you think about the problem and what aspect of it you actually wish to solve. If you say we need to increase sales, most people will immediately reply, of course you do. Every business does. What do you want to do? Improve your sales process? Improve your marketing communications? Making your product desirable or enticing your product properly? With these questions, you may realize that your goal is to generate more leads for your sales team. Or you might realize that your products are perceived as out of date by the young people you are trying to sell to. So you need to make your product more modern and more poignant. These two goals are very, very different. Yet, either or both could be goals you need to strive for in order to achieve your overriding goal of selling more. In addition, using creativity to achieve a goal is more positive and motivating than using it to solve a problem. It's essentially the same, probably it's the same thing, but which challenge do you think most people would find more interesting? Our line of girls' shoes is outdated and sales are falling. How can we solve this? Or let's make our line of girls' shoes trendy and exciting. How can we solve this? So, two different ways of saying the same, probably. Yeah, our problem is that it's outdated, it's not on trend, it's not in vogue. But what can you do to make it better? Right? You say, let's make our line of girls' shoes more trendy, more poignant, more attractive, and it will be you interpret your problem and you instantly change it or switch to the goal, right? The flies are flying everywhere. Okay. Working with goals instead of problems also makes it easier to divide big goals into smaller sub goals, which may become a part of the final solution. This can be important too. When people come to the experts with problems that need solving, these problems are the result of multiple issues, each of which need to be addressed. However, at least according to the experts, the notion of root problems and sub problems seems a bit odd. Worse, it seems depressing. Of course, problems are still relevant to creative idea generation. If we face problems in business or personally that we wish to solve through creativity, it is still essential to deconstruct and analyze those problems. Formulating a goal statement is ultimately a reworking of a problem statement. Nevertheless, I believe that if we aim to focus creativity of attaining stated goals, we will get more interesting results. What do you think? What's your experience? So the creativity is also very important, and transforming the goals is a great way. Also, what I would like to talk about now is mirroring. Mirroring is a very nice technique which is very similar to the mirror transformation. To apply mirroring, just a sec, right? It's a strategy used in personal development. Okay? It's a super simple method for anyone using it's like for anyone, and it can be used without any assistance and guidance or training. The basic principle is simple. Anyone who triggers judgment or emotion in you, a co-worker, your child, your spouse, terrorists, school shooters, thieves, liars, and people of color, those who practice a specific religion, the guy who cuts you off in traffic, a rude waitress, or your sibling, reflect something to you about yourself. What you see in the mirror could be a trait you dislike in yourself or you don't want to admit you possess. Or it could be a characteristics you lack but wish you owned. It's another technique for personal growth, which I really admire, and it's very common, and it has some common things with the transformation mirror. What do you see in that person that is a reflection of you? Yeah. To apply mirroring in your own life as a personal growth strategy, notice when you get triggered by other people. If you find yourself judging or experiencing strong negative emotion related to someone, you are triggered. Once you realize you are triggered, ask yourself a tough question. What do you see in that person that is a reflection of you? Once you realize that you possess the same trait, could behave in the same manner under the right circumstances or lack that characteristic, you can let go of judgment and lessen the degree of emotion you feel. That step doesn't, however, mean you condone a behavior or quality. Instead, by understanding how you are like the other person in some way, you develop compassion and understanding for him and yourself. Then it's up to you to change based on what you've learned. You can be more accepting of the other person, or you can begin to develop the desired trait. And it's a very interesting process to do that. Now, it's the first step of your project. You can think about your topic that you would like to choose for the project, and to think about the possible solutions, right? About the first step. Depending on the option you've already chosen for your project, you choose any problem, obstacle, weakness that you face on the way to. So the obstacle or problem for acquiring a new skill, getting a new experience, transforming your old weakness into a strength, and making your big dream come true. So what is the weakness, or what is the possible problem that you can't, that doesn't that you can't make it come true. Step 2. Let's use the progressive transformation mirror technique and the mirroring strategy to transform the problem that you've chosen into a goal. So somewhere take the notes down. Yes, the mirror technique is pretty splendid. You can analyze your own traits and behavior through looking on other people. Right. It's a nice one, and it helps to self-reflect and to be not judgmental towards yourself, but to be constructive towards yourself, right? To be analyzing. So it should look like that: problem, weakness, and all the factors, goal, tasks, right? Let's have a look at another technique of SMART goal. What do you think of SMART goals? Right. I just wanted to setting a SMART goal. So goals are a part of every aspect of life and business. They provide a sense of direction, motivation, a clear focus, and clarify importance. By setting goals, you are providing yourself with a target to aim for. A SMART goal is used to help guide goal setting. It's a mnemonic or acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely, time-bound sometimes it's called. Therefore, a SMART goal incorporates all of these criteria to help focus your efforts and increase the chances of achieving your goal. SMART goals are specific, well-defined, clear, and unambiguous. Measurable, with specific criteria that measure your progress toward the accomplishment of the goal. Achievable, attainable, and non-impossible to achieve. Realistic or result-oriented, within reach, realistic, and relevant to your life purpose. And time-bound, with a clearly defined timeline, including a starting date and a target date. The purpose is to create urgency, right? It has to have the time end. Okay, let it be. Goals or SMART goals that are specific have a significantly greater chances of being accomplished. To make a goal specific, the 5 W questions must be considered. Who is involved in this goal, right? We are speaking about the specific. What do I want to accomplish? Where is this goal to be achieved? When do I want to achieve this goal? And why do I want to achieve this goal? For example, I want to increase my income, or I want to buy a Porsche. I want to get a plastic surgery, or I want to lose 30 kilos. I want to buy, yeah, but what will be the specific goal for these 4 goals? What are the specific goals for these 4 For example, for increasing my income, right? The specific one will be, I want to increase my sales I want to increase my my sales to 10% next month, right? Like that. Or what about buying a Porsche Cayenne? I want to save, for example, $30,000, or I want to save $100 every month so I can buy Porsche. The same with the plastic surgery. I want to have a medical checkup or consultation with a plastic surgeon next month to talk about my plastic surgery plan. Or I want to buy a membership for the gym nearby my house to go to the gym 2 times a week, something like that, right? Measurable. A SMART goal must have criteria for measuring progress. If there are no criteria, you will not be able to determine your progress and if you are on track to reach your goal. To make a goal measurable, ask yourself, to fulfill it. Right, I'm just reading the notes. I suppose that SMART is a target you set consciously in your mind and then you strive to fulfill it. Okay. To make a goal measurable, ask yourself how many, how much, how do I know if I have reached my goal? What is my indicator of progress? For example, let's build on the specific goals that we had. For example, we have discussed about 30 kilos, right? I want to buy a gym membership nearby my house and attend gym every 2 times a week, right? Every week, for example, I will lose 1 kilo or 2 kilos, and it's enough. Okay, so when I attend my gym every week, 2 times a week, and when I bought the membership, I'm able to lose 1 kilo every week, right? It's a measurable goal. Let's have a look at the achievable. A SMART goal must be achievable and attainable. This will help you to figure out ways you can realize that goal and work towards it. The achievability of the goal should be stretched to make you feel challenged, but defined well enough that you can actually achieve it. Ask yourself, do I have the resources and capabilities to achieve the goal? If not, what am I missing? Have others done it successfully before? Yeah, do you have money for your coach, or do you have money for the gym or anything? Realistic. The goal must be realistic in the goal that can be realistically achieved given the available resources and time. A SMART goal is likely realistic if you believe that it can be accomplished. Ask yourself, is the goal realistic or within reach? Is the goal reachable given the time and resources? And are you able to commit to achieving the goal? Time bound. SMART goal must be time bound in that it has a start and finish date. If the goal is not time contained, is not time constrained, there will be no sense of urgency and therefore less motivation to achieve the goal. Does my goal have a deadline? By when do I want to achieve this goal? For example, on the 1st of September, I'm going to buy the gym membership, and in order to be healthier, I will work out 2 times a week with a coach. Every week I will lose 2 kilos of body fat, and by the end of September, I'm going to, doesn't matter, yeah. By the end of September, September, October, by the end of October, I'm going to lose 30 kilos over the span of the months, right? Often, individuals or businesses will set themselves up for failure by setting general and unrealistic goals, such as like increasing my income, or I want to be the best, I want to buy a Porsche, I want to buy a flat, which is kind of unattainable from the first from the first sight. But if you make it smart, it will help you to push yourself further. It gives you a sense of direction and helps you to organize and reach your goals. Right? Now, think about your goal that you spoke about, or that we spoke before. Make it smart. Yeah, make your dream smart, or make your sense, not sense, make your problem that you transformed into the goal smart. Add the measurability, or add realistic tune, or make it time bound, right? Also, you need to have the action plan, which is very important in the accomplishing your goal, right? Ask yourself how, when, and where you will do everything, what it takes to achieve your goal, how many resources you will be getting. Once I had the experience of making my professional development plan with the help of smart goal setting, and with the help actually I didn't have the transformation mirror, but I used the SMART goal system, and I made the I can show even this plan. It was in the e-version, but I wrote it correctly here. I will find just in a second. It was nicely this one like that. I had this and this I was writing. I had the table, but I made it in e-version because it was too big. And there are questions. It's like, what are your key milestones? What skills do you need to gain, improve to reach your goals? What skills, right? What actions are you going to take? And a time frame. In the time frame, I had 2 points. Time, so the month or years that it will take, and also I had the resources like my money, right? I wrote the months and resources that I can spend on it. So I also was I didn't stick to it frantically. I didn't stick to it frantically, but at the end of this, at the end of just a second, by the end of this spring, I mean, I have achieved all my professional development goals that I had in this plan. And I was really surprised. I didn't plan, so sticking to the plan, everything I wasn't in a hurry, but everything was just like in a flow. Everything went with the flow, and I was so happy about that I really analyzed. It helps not just to write everything down, and it's not just your dream project, or the desire map or something, dream map. It was a very planned activities, dreams that I planned to achieve. And I processed everything. I analyzed what I need, what I don't need, what money I can spend on this plan, and it was so satisfying that I even didn't notice that. Okay, my goal is MacBook Pro. M1. I have NVIDIA at the time I bought it. Why? For my motion design as well as in my productivity at school. By the end of 2021, sources of income: saving, investing, selling pictures and presets. My indicator is my bank account. This goal is pretty achievable, but has some obstacles to overcome. Okay. So make it smart, right? By the end of 2021, I'm going to buy. And I haven't, a couple of my friends have already saved the adequate amount of money. Okay, but write what you are going to do every day. Write what you need to do every day to achieve your goal, because I haven't seen what you are going to do every day or regularly to achieve your goal. So you need to be very specific. You need to be very specific in your regularity or consistency, right? So write what you are going to do every day. For example, I wrote different stuff. I need to watch, for example, several webinars every week, and take notes on teaching, to take some ideas and to realize these ideas that I've got from the webinars during my lessons. So every week I was realizing, and I was keeping track of course, it's not like phonetically doing it, but it was just because of the habit, being just organized. Okay, good. Thanks a lot for today. Thanks for participating in the webinar. I think that goals will always be achieved if you want it to achieve, if you want them to achieve, if you want them to be achieved. I will. Okay. I will watch several tutorials in order to improve my editing skills, thus increasing the price for my masterpieces. Oh, well, masterpieces, just for your works. Just for your works. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, good. Freelance is always a good idea. Good. Thanks a lot, and see you next week. Have a great weekend. Don't forget about the projects.